Some of you might have heard a lot about this already if you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or even if you're just my friend on Facebook. It's been everywhere. But Sunday, November 17th, 2013, I saw Selena Gomez. Obviously, I saw Selena Gomez in Kansas City. And it was kind of like One Direction, only when I saw One Direction, I was really familiar with the opening act. Like, I was obsessed with them too, so it was amazing to get to hear them live too. For Selena Gomez, the opening acts were Christina Grimmie and Emblem 3, and yeah, I mean, I'd heard of them, I'd heard some of their stuff, but like Christina Grimmie, I'd heard a lot more of her older stuff. Like, I hadn't really heard anything recent. And Emblem 3, all I'd really heard from them is Chloe. But after they performed, I liked them a lot more, and I'm going to be getting a couple of those songs because they did really good, and they really did a good job for, I guess they're newer, so I wouldn't expect as good of an on-stage persona, but they did really, really well. And I was very impressed, though, with, like, especially Christina. She's just herself on stage. Like, she doesn't seem famous. She just seems like she's doing what she loves to do. And, I mean, it's just like she's just singing for, like, even, like, a school talent show or something like that. Like, I mean, like, it's not like she's up in front of thousands of people. She's just doing her thing. And Emblem 3 did really good, too. I really liked their performance. But then the moment that Selena came on stage, that's when the entire arena went nuts. Like, for Christina, they were a little into it because, I mean, she kind of did get some crowd participation. Emblem 3 a little bit more, and then Selena came out, and it was just crazy. Everyone was standing during that part. Everyone freaked out. And I remember just hearing the first few, like, chords of that first song, and I already was having the best time of my life, because ever since Wizards of Waverly Place started in, I think it was 2007, that's how long I've been with Selena Gomez. Like, this is a huge thing, what happened, because I saw her at the State Fair in 2010, and I mean, that was amazing because she was just starting out, so I mean, it was a lot easier to get really good tickets and everything. And I remember I almost met her then, but my friend did meet her, and I was so mad for years. Like, I was holding a grudge for years that I did not get to meet her, and it's because we didn't go to Taco Bueno where she happened to be. But by the time we figured out she was there, I mean, it would have been too late. But in my little mind, I was just so angry that I didn't get to meet her, and I almost had the chance. Like, she was in the same town at the same time, and I did not meet her. But at this concert, if you guys have been on, like, Instagram or even, like, Facebook or Twitter, she posts them from Instagram to there. She goes outside after the concert, and she takes pictures with fans. Like, they set up the barrier, and she'll go out there and she'll take pictures with fans. So I asked my mom if we could do that, and my mom told me that we would stay after for as long as it took until Selena came out. And so some girls left during, like, there were still, like, 2 more songs left of the concert, and they just left and went to get outside to where the barriers were. So by the time that I got out there, the whole entire front row around the barriers was full. And so then I managed to get in the second row. And some girls moved over a little bit, so I got my arm on the barrier. But then they noticed that I was starting to get through to the front row, so they pushed closer together when there was plenty of room that they could fit up there and I could too. But they decided to push closer together, and my arm got stuck in between them. Like, my arm's just sitting there, stuck in between them. And there was this pole behind me, and some little girl was on that trying to see over everybody, but she kind of fell a little into me, so I kind of lunged forward into the girls. And they turned around and freaked out and yelled at me for pushing. I was like, I didn't push you. That girl kind of fell into me. I'm sorry I fell into you. And they were real mean about it. Like, they're like, well, you see, there are 2 people here. There's only room for 2 people here. You can't fit up here. Your arm is kind of here. When there's already 2 people here, you're not going to be able to fit here. Your arm is touching me, and that's disgusting me. And they were saying stuff about, like, this is kind of a personal space issue here. Like, can you move? And I looked at the girl, and I was like, personal space issue, really? Do you see all these people out here? Do you think any of us have personal space right now? No, so get a load of your ego. And the girl did not respond. She just turned back around and left me alone after that. And so then Selena, before she came out, a guy came out with a bullhorn, and he had to announce not to grab her hair, not to grab her clothes, and not to put your hands around her neck, because apparently that happens. And so finally, after they made that announcement, we were all waiting around just a little bit longer, and I couldn't see over anybody, so I took my iPod, and I was holding my iPod as high as I could, and I just hit record. Like, I knew I wasn't going to be able to get pictures, so I just hit record and took a video of as much as I could before I ran out of space. And so Selena came out, and she walked over all in front of us, but when she got to where we were, I got my arm in between the girls again. And Selena noticed that they weren't letting me through. Like, she saw me and noticed they weren't letting me through. So she held on to my hand while she talked to these girls. And then when she walked by, she looked at me, like, really sympathetically, like, I'm sorry I can't get to you. Like, I want to, but I can't. And, but I was smiling so big because she had held on to my hand while she was talking to these girls that she kind of just laughed and smiled at me. So I got that on video. Like, I have it on video that I screenshot that and have a picture of it now of where she smiled at me. And that's also my Twitter icon right now. And my lock screen on my iPod. It's basically everything that I could possibly set it as. Yeah. So she smiled back at me, and it was, like, amazing because I didn't even think she was going to notice me from where I was at, but she did, and she was really nice about it. And seriously, if you want to insult Selena, you can think of that, where I was talking to some other girl that has met her, and she was saying that the meet and greet had ended just about, but she was the next person in line, and they were starting to take things down and told Selena that she needed to go. But this girl started crying, and Selena went all the way back over and hugged her really tight to show her, like, she noticed and she's sorry that she couldn't, like, get any picture or whatever. So, I mean, Selena really does try with the fans. And, I mean, okay, so I made this edit a little over a year ago that, hold on, let me pull it up. This edit that's, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. Hold on. There we go. So I made this edit that says Selena Marie Gomez in the top, and then down below it she's making a hand heart. And down below it I said, someday I will meet you. Someday my dreams will come true. Someday I'll be able to tell you how much I love you. Someday will be an amazing day because I'll meet a wonderful person. I know nobody's perfect, but someday I'll be able to tell you how perfect you are to me. Someday I will live my dream and meet Selena Gomez. Someday my dream of meeting Selena Gomez will come true. And I made this on October 27th, 2012. And November 17th, 2013, that dream came true. And I not only met her, but she held on to my hand, and she noticed me in a crowd of hundreds. And I don't think I will ever forget that day. And, like, I can't focus on anything. Like, all I can think about is that. But it kind of sucked, like, the first day that I, went back to school was today. And, so today I got from a bunch of people, I heard all this about, nobody really said anything about, like, it's really cool that you got to meet her and everything, or I didn't even get, like, I'm so jealous you got to meet her. It was people directly coming up to me and telling me, I hate you. And I'm just thinking, you hate me because my dream came true. And I don't know. I don't mind people telling me they're jealous, because I probably would be jealous if it was somebody else meeting them. Like, I know I was in 2010. I was jealous. But I didn't just come out and be like, I hate you. I was like, yeah, I'm jealous that that happened, but I don't hate you. So I guess that's the end of that. But yeah, so a big night where I saw Selena in concert. Wasn't expecting to meet her. Didn't have meet and greets or anything. So I mean, I was not expecting to meet her. I thought, the smallest bit, I thought that maybe I would meet her, but that she would hold my hand. And it was also, you can't really see it very well anymore, but yeah, it has my @name on my arm. And that was the hand that she held on to, so I don't know if she might have seen my @name, so that's kind of a cool thought. But yeah, so that's my Selena Gomez concert experience.